Oh. Yo, welcome back to Urban Street 420. I'm your host, 40. Today we're gonna make an infused Mexican pizza. What? This is a copycat recipe. If you've ever had a Mexican pizza from Taco Bell, this is better. Come on over here, let's get started, baby. All right, so we're closer. We're gonna try something different this time. I'm gonna overdub the audio. Let's see if you guys like this better. So you can see right now I'm building the base. A typical Mexican pizza is refried beans, some ground beef, and yeah. For me, I added basically some white onion, some black beans because I didn't have refried beans and I had black beans in the fridge, so I'm using that. If you're gonna make it as original as possible, then use refried beans. You'll see I took this burger patty, right? You could use ground beef, but I used this burger patty and I added a sludge that was made from leftover tincture. I have a ton of it and I'm always looking for ways to use it, right? So what I did is I put it inside the meat and I started folding it over itself until it became incorporated, right? Now I'm breaking everything up with a spatula, which includes the mushrooms that I added. That's not typical for a Mexican pizza, but I really do like mushrooms, so why not? And mushrooms go great with beans and ground beef, in my opinion. If you want to go super original, then just add ground beef and refried beans. Also in the bottom right, you're going to see those are the tostada shells that I made, right? And all I did is I took corn tortillas, I put them in an air fryer at 150 degrees Celsius or 300 degrees Fahrenheit and sprayed them with some oil on both sides. I used a Pyrex dish to hold them down. You have to do it one at a time, and within 6 minutes, they're ready to go, right? Homemade, easy, etc. Now, buying them pre-made like this, they don't have them in the store here, so you have to make them here. But in the States, I know that you could buy them pre-made, right? So once this is done, after I've broken everything up and made sure that the ground beef is cooked thoroughly, right? I'm going to transfer it into that bowl right there. And then we're going to use the same pan that I'm using to create the base. We're going to use that to build the Mexican pizza because we're going to need the cheese to basically melt, right? Once I dump everything into the bowl, I'm going to get a paper towel to clean the inside of the pan so that there's no oil or other things, right? Now I put the first tostada down, I start building the base. You could put as little or as much as you want in there, and I put some cheese. And the reason for the cheese at this point is just to make sure the top tostada sticks to the bottom tostada. You'll notice I put some chunky salsa on top, then I put more cheese, and now we're just gonna wait for it to melt, right? Once it melts, now what you put for garnish on top is entirely up to you. However, the most standard would definitely be diced tomatoes, diced green onion, if you have some cilantro, you could put that. I had some dried cilantro, so I put a little bit of that at the end. And then, of course, if you want to add more hot sauce, which I end up doing, I used Valentina, but you could use Tapatio or Cholula or whatever you like, right? Basically, I drizzled some hot sauce on it. Anyway, then I put some tomatoes on here, some green onion, sprinkled a little bit of coriander, and this is where we're at. Mind you, we made this infused by adding some sludge or pulp. You don't have to do that. Obviously, you can make this uninfused. You could use infused oil, drizzle it over it, but I need to use some of this pulp. I have so much. So let's give it a try. Oh man, that's excuse me. That's delicious, yo. First of all, don't taste any pulp or at all. Don't taste any cannabis. This is so tasty, huh? Let's go again. Man, I haven't had one of these in so long. I made it yesterday as a practice run for today's video, and I was like, what? I need to make this again. So of course we're making it today. It's super nice. If you like Mexican food, I grew up in Los Angeles. I love Mexican food. So anyways, here it is. Guys, if you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. You know the deal. Also, one thing that I didn't show you is how I made these. I used an air fryer. I took some corn tortillas. I sprayed each side with some oil using an oil sprayer. Of course, you could probably use Pam or something like that. We don't have aerosol oil sprayers here, so you have to use something like this here. And yeah, spray both sides, put it in your air fryer, put like a Pyrex dish or something to hold it down. Mind you, when you take that puppy out, it's going to be hot. And then 6 minutes at 150 degrees Celsius or 300 degrees Fahrenheit. 6 minutes, that's it. Take it out, put it on some paper towels, you're good to go. Guys, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. You know the deal, baby. Till next time, I'm out.